It should look something like this. Essentially, this is a clickable PDF. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Lala here. I'm the creator behind Dream Path Studio, and today we're going to be talking about Life in Plastic, the digital nail charm pack that replicates real nail charms that you can buy online and that a lot of nail techs own. The reason I made this pack was to help nail planning be a lot faster and a lot more accurate to the finished product. And today we're going to go over how to download it, how to save it to your Files app, how to import it into Procreate, GoodNotes, and how to use the individual PNGs. And we're gonna also create a nail design with it. Let's get started. After you download your product from Etsy, you will be met with this screen. It should look something like this: Life in Plastic digital nail charms. Click on the iPad, and as you can see, there's like a little thing here that says Google Drive. Essentially, this is a clickable PDF, and it'll lead you to Google Drive where you can actually download Life in Plastic to your Files app. So we're gonna follow the instructions and click on the iPad. We wanna use our finger and not the Apple Pencil because, as you can see, it won't work. So we're gonna use our finger, and then we'll have a message pop up that asks if we wanna open this link. We're gonna click on open. This will lead us to the Life in Plastic digital charm pack in Google Drive. You should see a folder with individual PNGs. You should see a GoodNotes file and a Procreate file. You'll know that it's a GoodNotes file because it says .goodnotes, and you'll know that it's a Procreate file because it says .procreate. Right now we're in Google Drive, and we want to take the products off of Google Drive and download it to our iPad. So we're gonna click on this ellipsis beside the Life in Plastic .goodnotes, and then we're gonna click on download. So after it's done exporting, this menu here will pop up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna click Save to Files. We're gonna choose where we want this to be saved in our files. I'm gonna just go for on my iPad, and I'm actually gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna name it Life in. I'm gonna click into it, and I'm gonna hit save. For the individual PNGs, I am going to do the same thing, but for this one, it's a little bit different because it's a folder. So we're gonna click into the folder, and I'm gonna change my view just to have the square view, just because it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna tap and hold on one image, and that's gonna give us the ability to select multiple. But to select them all at once, we're gonna click on this square here with the dots around it. And now that they're all selected, 74 items should be selected. We are going to click on the ellipsis in the top right corner and click download. This will automatically save to our Photos app. But I don't like keeping stuff like this in my Photos app because I like to keep my Photos app for other things. So I'm gonna show you how to take it from the Photos app to the Files app. I'm gonna go over to the Photos app now, and I'm going to select all 74 nail charms. As you can see, it says 74 photos selected. And then I'm gonna click on this share button here. And then I'm gonna go to Save to Files. And in this same folder that we just created, I'm gonna actually create another folder, and I'm gonna name it Individual PNGs. And then I'm gonna go into that folder and click Save. So far we have saved the individual PNGs and the GoodNotes file. Let's go over to the Procreate file now. So for the Procreate file, I'm gonna do the same thing like I did with the GoodNotes file and click download after clicking the ellipsis. And then same thing, I'm going to save to files, and we're gonna go out into Life in Plastic and save it here. We have downloaded all of the necessary files. So this is how we have our products laid out in our Files app on our iPad. They're now in our possession, and we can keep them forever. What we're gonna do from here is choose which format we wanna use. We don't need all three, but I created 3 formats just in case you hit a snag with one, you still have 2 more methods. So now we're gonna talk about importing them. My favorite method to use digital nail charms is a split view. And I personally like to split view my digital nail art with the Files app. And then I just go into my individual PNGs, and I can slide them over. Let's say I'm feeling this one. And then I can just use it like that. Which other one do I think would go well with this? Maybe this one? I don't know if I'm feeling that. This is my favorite method of using digital nail charms because I don't have to use them in my, like I don't have to have a bunch of nail charms cluttering up my Photos app. I can keep them in the Files app and still use them side by side with Procreate. It's very fast, very easy, my personal favorite method. I'm going to show you how to use all the other methods. And let's use the Procreate file now. To import the Procreate file into Procreate, you simply just click on the file and it'll import. You'll find it at the front page of your gallery. And the way you use it is you would find the charm that you'd want to use, select copy, and then go back into your nail art, swipe down with 3 fingers and click paste. And as you can see, we have the butterfly available. And then let's say if we wanted to select multiple, I'll show you how to do that as well. Let's say I want a butterfly and I want some blue pearls. I swipe to the right on both of those layers, so I'll have 2 selected. And then I'm just going to copy and paste it by clicking and holding, clicking out to the gallery, going into my artwork and releasing. And then as you can see, we have the pearl and the white flower as well. Okay, so that's how we use the individual PNGs and the Procreate file, and then I'm gonna go into the GoodNotes file. So for the GoodNotes file, it's a little bit more work than the Procreate file, but it's not that much. So we're gonna click into it, and we're going to click the share button here at the top right corner, and then we're gonna click on GoodNotes. GoodNotes will pop up, and then we can choose where to save it. I'm gonna click import as new document, and it'll save to our documents. And it'll be right there on the front page. So this is how it's looking, and how we use it is we split view with Procreate, and then we can tap and drag into our artwork. Okay, so that is essentially it. That's how we download our products. That's how we go from Etsy all the way to using them in Procreate, importing them in Procreate. I showed you how to use each and every format. It should be very clear to you, and if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them below this video. And also, if I went too fast, pause and replay as you need. I want to quickly go into how we can change the colors of some of these. So for example, whoopsie. For example, I have this, what should I change the color of? I'll change the color of this pearl here. So I have this beige looking pearl and I want to change it to, I don't know, maybe something that goes with the design a little bit more. Do people sell purple pearls? They probably do. So I'm going to add a new layer on top of the beige pearl. And I'm going to set it to clipping mask by tapping on the layer and clicking clipping mask in the drop down menu that pops up. And I'm gonna go over here and find this N, the letter N. I'm gonna tap on it, and that's gonna open up my opacity bar and my blend modes. I'm gonna scroll all the way down in my blend modes until I hit color. Once it's on color, we're gonna choose the color we want. I want a pink, or should I go purple? Yeah, I'm gonna go for purple. I'm gonna change my brush to the Aura brush, and I'm going to color over this pearl. And that quickly changed it from beige to purple. I'm gonna go back to the pearl and show you another method that we can use to change the colors of the crystals or the charms. We're gonna click on adjustments, and we're gonna click on hue, saturation, and brightness, HSB. And I'm gonna change the hue of the beige pearl with this slider bar. See, I can still get my purple, I can get like a bluish color, I can get like teal, pink, yellow, green, whatever. That there are this many charms, but you actually have a ton more when you get into changing the colors for your specific nail design. So don't ever feel like you're limited to pearls and only these colors, or butterflies or flowers and only these colors. When I'm coming up with a new design from scratch, what do I do? What's my thought process? What am I thinking? And how I get to the finished result. So I'm really excited about that because I've never done anything like that. I usually just like explain how to use Procreate. I never like talk about my designing process. So let's get that into part 2. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and happy planning.